Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to South Portland High School Red Riot football. Today's game 2 of the season against the Noble Knights. South Portland coming off a big victory against Lewiston last week, winning 40-6 up there at Lewiston. Noble also coming off a big win of 38-12 off one of their main rivals, Sanford High School. Looks like tonight we're already at week 2 into what I call a pretty key game for the South Portland Red Riots. Looking at the schedule ahead of time a little bit here, I was just watching. They've got Deering, Westbrook coming up in the next 2 games. And then after that, they face Marshwood, Edward Little, Cheverus, and then Portland, all contending teams. So this is an important game for the South Portland Riots to try to get out there and play their game and win. This is the time that they're starting to sharpen their craft. We've got a young team this year, and maturity is going to be a big factor as the season goes on, as well as getting themselves healthy. We've got a couple injured players out there. Played sparingly last week, did a good job. Nobody got hurt, so far we're looking pretty good. One of the things that we'll be watching tonight, Noble with a strong running game. South Portland will get probably their first big test against their defenses. Lewiston really didn't have a whole heck of a lot, although LaFrance had did a nice job last week, getting 1 touchdown on a nice 58-yard run. The passing attack, I didn't see too much in the paper about their passing attack, but we understand that Willette for Noble has a good, strong arm. On the South Portland side, of course, we've got Robbie Kierstead and Tom McGowan working out of the backfield. Both of them did a nice job last week. The leadership that they bring will help a lot, help the young quarterback and Ryan Piper and Matt Tobias at the running back. So far we're looking good for the season. We've got a tough road ahead. This is very early in the season. We've tied Biddeford's record at 25 consecutive games, and people will try to tell you that they aren't thinking about it, but tonight's the record-breaking game. So you know that these kids are going to be fired up. They want this record of their own. So right now, looks like we'll shut her down, and I'll see you when the real game starts, and we'll see how the game works out.
Hello and welcome to Riot Football. We're a little late, but hey, you just missed one play. Rick Oliver just crushed the receiver. We are Riot Football versus Noble, South Portland, going for the 27th. I am Brett Wolfram. This is my main man, Mike Bryant. We're going on defense. We'll update you later.
Yeah, we're going to get back to you, folks. We're just getting started. A little technical problems, but we're with you now.
Willette is the quarterback for Noble. He hands it off to the right side, stopped by 3 defensemen. I think that was Ganley.
Robbie Kierstead and Bob Ganley busting in and grabbing him in the backfield. That was number 20, Troy Brown, the tailback.
Riots, quick update while we have a little time here. Won big last week against Lewiston. Coming off their second game of the season right now, trying to go 2-0. Also, big game here, folks. We all know it. It's the 26th game consecutive win if we were able to pull this one out.
I'll tell you, this is our first big test of the year, and we'll talk a little bit about what the schedule's going to look like later on, but this is a big game, folks.
Single back Hartford is on for Noble. Willette takes the snap, end around. Hit by Kierstead for a loss. That is about a 4-yard loss. Nothing there.
Robbie Kierstead and Chris Dow both stayed home and caught that reverse and just brought him down. I think they're going negative every time they run the ball so far.
That's twice. It's going to be 3rd down and about 12. Riot's looking very well, very nice right now.
I'll tell you what, facing a challenge here in the Noble team who won big last week, 38-12 over one of their rivals, Sanford. South Portland looks like they're really fired up. This is a lot more intensity than we saw last week against Lewiston.
Noble in the T, they give it off. No, keeps it. Willette keeps it, but he's down by Dow. And Dow pulls him down on the 10-yard line. Beautiful play by Dow. Did not get outside. Chris Dow gets his first sack of the year.
He's fired up out there, and like I said, this is a lot more intensity than we saw last week against Lewiston early on. And these guys are fired right up.
And Noble 3 and out and in tough position here. They're going to kick on their own goal line right now.
I'll tell you, the ball's placed about, looks like, on the 17-yard line?
A little closer than that, about the 13. They're going to kick this one off. Best and Oliver, I believe, are back deep for South Portland.
Well, we saw Lewiston give the ball to South Portland deep in their own territory a couple times, and we saw the results.
Brown kicks it, gets it to Best. Best gets around the wall. Nice block by Oliver. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Still up, but he can't hold on. He had the lane, but did not get there. That was a beautiful hit by Oliver.
He's going to chastise himself for that, but that was one heck of a run.
And Riot's just coming out fired up. I don't think anybody's going to take away their chance tonight.
I'll tell you what, South Poland, again, last week we talked a little bit about lack of intensity. We don't think they took Lewiston that seriously, but boy, this week, Coach Wolfgram has got them ready to play this Noble team.
I do have to apologize right now. We're having some technical difficulty. If you want to know, there was dew in the camera, and that's what happened with our camera upstairs. We had to do a quick change in the last, actually during the anthem. So we're trying to get it to you crisp and clear. Piper's under center, gives it around the end to DeBias. DeBias pushes through and gets about 2 yards with a block from DeMauro in front of him.
That looked pretty good early last week against Lewiston, but did not really get let loose too much in the second half. Looks to me like he'd like to gain a few yards here tonight.
Geez, I didn't even get time to give you the defense, but I can give you some offense, people, right now as we go along. That was about 6 yards for DeBias. Of course, we got Piper on the helm taking over as quarterback this year. We got Kierstead and DeBias the backfield. McGowan comes in, subs for Kierstead quite a lot. They'll start off in the tee here.
Well, we got
same player around the end. They got two blockers. Nice block by DeMauro again, and that's going to be close to a first down.
Yeah, we had our power backfield in that time with McGowan and Kierstead both, and McGowan running out of the halfback spot, and that was a nice carry by Tom.
So that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 2. Riot's knocking on the door already about the 8-yard line.
Tell you what, right now, South Poland offense on this left side just blowing them away and looking really good.
Robbie Ganley is your end on this side, closest to him. We have Curran is the tackle. DeMauro is his right side on guard. Quick shift by Noble, 3-back for Best. And they give it to DeBias, who is hit behind the line but pushes through, and that's going to be close to a first down.
Yeah, I think he might have got over there, looked just a heck shy on that one. Not sure what he wanted to do, but finally saw a hole to the left and slid through it.
And that will be 1st and goal on the 6-yard line.
Again, South Poland coming out hot here. A lot of talk this week amongst everybody, really, that Noble could give them their first good test of the season. Right now, it looks like South Poland doing an instant replay they did against Lewiston last week.
This is just amazing how fast that things are happening now. Riot's going to a shift early. Noble looks a little confused. Piper was way off. They give it around the end to DeBias. He's got a hole, but is hit. Nice hit by number 20. That was Brown, and he almost got in.
He's only inches from the goal line because they just barely stopped him. He got a last push there at the last second and almost got across the line.
I tell you, these guys we got pulling tonight, DeMauro and Mooney, 2 veterans from last year, are doing an excellent job. And no, don't want to take anything away from DeBias' running skills. I mean, I could run through some of the holes they make.
Well, we said that about Timmy last year, right?
Yeah.
We saw a few of the holes he had to run through.
Got a 3-back, Kierstead, DeBias, and Best. Best shifts over to the left side. Piper gives it off to DeBias. DeBias makes a cut, and that's a touchdown. Riot score quick with 7:51 left to go in the ball game.
I'll tell you, that was impressive. Number one, the defense comes in and just absolutely destroys the Noble offense. Gets the ball in good field position, and then, 6 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Jeez, do we start quick or do we start quick, folks? If you just tuned in the last 5 minutes here, you definitely got your money's worth so far.
Okay, last week we had 1 delay a game penalty on the kick. Looks like Robbie's got that down pat today.
Yeah,
he is already out there. Yep.
I bet we did drills. Piper will be holding on this one. Kierstead again kicking as usual. Snap is down. It's up.
It's
good. Riot strike early, strike hard, 7-0. Looking really good. That was a defensive score. I'll give that.
Oh, absolutely.
That was definitely a defensive score. Defense put him all the way back. Nice run, nice block on the punt, and then took 4 plays to get them, actually 5 plays to get them in there, and that was all DeBias, actually.
Well, Noble coming in here after what they considered a very, very good defensive game last week. And, of course, our defense really set that one up, as Brett said, but I'll tell you, the offense just rolled right over that left side, that right side of the Noble defense.
And I'll tell you why we didn't show the Kamikazes last time, because they get too much airtime is why we didn't show the Kamikazes last time. See, you get to see them anyways within the next 7 minutes of the ball game.
I will tell you, folks, that you did miss one heck of a hit by Rick Oliver. As he come down, and number 40, Derek Messier, was trying to pick a squibbler up off the ground, and and he was clobbered. I don't think he even knows where he's at right now.
He showed us the sequel on that punt. That was beautiful. Kamikazes, I'll give you some names. We got O'Neill closest to us if we can see him. Then we got number 66, Beardsley. That's Heath. kamikaze man himself, Josh Marr. Then we got Oliver right next to him. Witten is close to the middle. Dow is kicking for us. Safety is Jeremiah Libby. It's Demaro on the other side, then Mooney. Come around, they're looking for a little wall action. Riots plug up the hole, but he gets through, and then he's finally brought down by number 46. That's Marr. Josh gets in there, but not before they get really good field position up to about the 42-yard line.
Yeah, DeMaro down there wrestling with the running back. That was Chandler trying to get that ball. Chandler almost lost it in the pile there. Josh Marr making the initial tackle.
And we would like to point out the new uniforms for the Riots we got with gray this year. Gray pants, that's a little different than the usual white.
They are pretty.
They are. They're special. Willette under center. I formation, give it off to left. Hit early and often. Kirstead puts a huge hit on him, and he doesn't know where he is right now.
I'll tell you, I didn't see who it was that originally broke through and slowed him down, but Robbie Kirstead definitely put an end to his.
That was put him way back, and they're going to give him forward progress at the line of scrimmage, basically. Actually, he gained a foot.
Well, you know, I thought that the Lewiston offensive line last week did not allow us, or maybe it was our intensity that wasn't up there. We didn't really break through, especially in the first half much. Tonight, these guys are quick off the line.
They are. And giving you some names again, Ganley's over here on this left end. Beardsley is right next to him on tackle. Witten and Kirstead are the linebackers. They give it around the end. Hit by Bobby Ganley, but he's still up. Finally, still up. Hit again by Timmy O'Neill, but he breaks that, and he'll actually get a gain out of that.
Yeah, Nate Davis finally finished it off here just as he was about to ready to go out of bounds, and Nate kind of gave him a shot, but Bobby Ganley really pushed that to the outside, spread that out. Good stiff arm there by number 20, the running back, Troy Brown, as Bobby really had his eyes set on him, but he was also stretched out a little bit and kind of stumbling, and the guy just kind of gave him a stiff arm, was able to get around him.
Dow is the other end. McGowan is the other tackle on the other side.
He got a half a yard. We got to stop that.
3rd down and 9. Willette hands it up to Brown again. Brown hit behind the line again, hit by 4 Riots, and he's down for the count here. It's going to be bring up a 4th down and 11. They get nothing. Riots 3 and out.
McGoughlin, Ganley, Kirstead, all in there, hitting them almost simultaneously. I'll tell you, I'm very impressed with the intensity of this defensive line tonight. They are fired up. Of course, we're excited right now because this was supposed to be a good game. I mean, we could change that, I suppose, but right now we're feeling just a little excitement.
Brown back to punt for Noble. Good snap. Gets it away. Walls set up left. They decide to kick it right out of bounds. Hits the 30-yard marker, and that's good aim.
Where did that go out?
I would say they're going to mark that about the 35, 36.
Looks like it, yep.
And Riots will have decent field position, not as good as last time.
I was kidding. I was looking at the 30-yard mark. I thought they were on the sidelines. They aren't. They're about 4 yards out. So, yeah, about the 35 for the mark.
So that's going to bring up 1st down and 10 for the Riots, and I can finish telling you who's who. Jeez, these guys are going so quick I can't even get who they are.
Boy, this has been a fast-paced game so far, and it's funny because only 6 minutes have gone off the clock just about right now.
O'Brien is the center this year. McGowan is the right tackle. Piper, end around to Best. Best got plenty of room and gets about 10 yards.
I'll tell you what, Matt's mad at himself again because that had touchdown all over it, but one Noble Knight got a hand on his foot and tripped him up, or he'd have gone all the way.
They're not going to give him the 1st down on that. They're going to give him 9. That was the best play. Complete counter. Love the fake. That's a great fake.
Good penetration that time by Noble, by the way. They almost broke that up, but the handoff went, and they were surprised by it. They didn't know who had the ball in the backfield.
2nd down and 1.
We haven't seen a pass yet today, have we?
No, and Piper did a great job last week of passing. He had 1 interception, I believe, but
well, we haven't needed it yet.
No, that was a little inexperienced, I think. That's going to be a flag on the play. That could be delay of game on South Portland. It's going to send him back 5 yards.
Okay, that's the things you get with a young team early in the season. They'll work some of those out. We already saw the difference in the kickoff. As Robbie was out there on the field before the team even broke the huddle. So
not many penalties last week against Lewiston. They looked pretty good, except for the kicking squad, I will say. T formation. Marr is the fullback, and they give it to DeMauro, who does not break inside, tries to break outside, and there's nothing there. Pulled down for a loss.
Yeah, Matt didn't probably make the best of decisions that time either. Number 80 for Noble had really stepped up and shut off that outside line. Matt's only choice then would have been to cut up and try to go in behind the block of Drew DeMauro, and he chose to try to outrun the corner, and it just didn't quite get out there.
Landon Farley is the opposite tackle we have not mentioned. That's about it. Wingback is best, as you know. Marr is playing some fullback here, which is interesting, giving McGowan and there's a shift, giving McGowan and Kierstead a rest. We're in the T. Looks like they're coming for blitz. Around the end, Piper keeps it, looking, throws short. Marr drops it, but that's going to be interference.
Obvious flag.
First down on that one. That was Ames, who made a beautiful hit last time, but makes up for it. Makes a crappy call here, and they're going to have defensive interference.
That would have been for a no gain. All he had to do was let Marr catch it and tackle him right there on the spot. That would have been, actually back to the original line of scrimmage is all.
Interesting call, Marr getting the call for a fullback this year. He was actually in the running for tailback, but Tobias showed definite potential in the early season. Marr, being no slouch himself, is obviously getting the time he deserved tonight.
I'll tell you, I was impressed with him when he got in last week against Lewiston. He did some really nice running, and we didn't get to see him block that much though against Lewiston. He seemed to be getting the ball a little bit when he was in the game.
So Riots have a 1st and 10, and they're in the eye again. Oh, they give it to Marr. Marr's got room. He holds on to the ball, gets batted around, but he got 10. I know that.
Yeah, Bruce Ames, brother of evidently 80 Ben Ames, stepped up and made a very nice tackle, and yet March still managed to push back and get back to where he originally got hit.
They're going to give him that the first down, and
I would think.
I will give him 11 yards because he worked for that. Marr not having the size of the Kierstead or McGowan, but geez, he's pretty quick in there, huh?
Well, he's a very good runner from what I can see. He's got some good feet. Probably, like you said, not the size, so he's not going to bowl quite so many people over as you might see Robbie Kierstead or Tom McGowan.
Unusual of Coach Wolfgram going with a fullback that doesn't have the size maybe to block as much as Marr might be able to do. And they give it to Marr again up the chute, and he gets 4 or 5.
I'll tell you what, that's a run like a fullback, though, as he went right in a very small hole and carried a couple of white shirts with him. Well, we've seen a couple different looks here from the coach. McGowan and Robbie Kierstead both in the backfield at one point there, sharing some time. Now we see Robbie Kierstead come in. Marr will come out.
3:40 left to go in this first quarter. It's flying. Riots up 7-0 and continuing to push for another touchdown here. 2nd down and about 7. They give the T. They pitch it outside to. Oh, nice play. He's got plenty of room. Got one man to beat. He gets down about the 19-yard line. Tobias gets a huge gain. Front blocked by Mooney.
I'll tell you, that was all blocking, though, Brett, that time, because they just gave him all the room in the world to run. And all they had to do was carry one guy when he finally got hit and take him a few extra yards with him.
Finally got down to the 19. That's about a 20-yard carry, I'd say.
Yep. I'll tell you what, this Riot offensive and defensive lines are just fired up tonight. They are really making some holes out there.
Marr is back in. He's in the T formation. This looks like his formation. Noble shifts. They give it to Marr again on the right side. Plenty of room. He gets beamed, but not before he gets 7 yards.
Well, we got one Noble player slow getting up out there. He's the one who made the hit, and that's their tailback, Troy Brown.
Marr looking a little...
yeah, he got hit pretty hard, too.
Yeah, it looks like he's got his bell rung here. He's coming out a little dazed.
You see, Coach, I made the big hit, and...
He had got the big hit.
I'll tell you what, that was a good collision, and actually Marr won that one, folks, because he's the one that fell forward.
7 yards for that one. 2nd down. They're in the eye. Piper under center, pitches it out to Tobias. Tobias cuts out again. Gets 3 plus. He probably got about 4 yards before being dragged out of bounds.
Noble does a nice job so far. What I've seen, they stretch things out pretty well. We're having a hard time getting out around the ends.
Tobias not cutting up as much as he did last year.
I need to see him. Yeah, I agree with you, Brett. I need to see him cut up.
Week.
Yeah, I need to see him cut up a little bit more. Stop trying to get that corner all the time and just make a cut and grab that extra 2-3 yards with the shoulders down.
First down and about 7, it looks like. Riot's knocking again. Looks like a little dippity-doo where we're going to go. Piper finally ends up in the I formation and pitch it out to Tobias in quick blitz. Tobias still up. Nice play. Gets about 2 yards. Actually, he gets about 3 or 4 on that one. That was a nice play by Tobias.
That'll take him down to, it looks like, about the 3 or 4 yard line.
Jeez. Noble is going to, you know something? I can smell it. I smell toast. I smell big toast. Noble is they're just totally cheating right now. They're coming in, they're blitzing the right side, blitzing the strong side that we pitched to.
Yeah, well,
you don't think we're watching? You don't think we're watching? What's going on? I don't understand.
We're taking huge advantage of that.
We will. And we're still making 3 yards. Those are the ones they're supposed to be stopping on us. Oh, fumble.
Nice job by Piper there.
Piper makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
Picked it up, tucked it away very quickly, and still got himself back to the line of scrimmage. Nice job.
So Riots will have a 3rd down and 4. Goal to go.
That's the first miscue we've seen on a snap.
Yes, it is.
There was none in Lewiston.
O'Brien has to be commended for that.
Yeah.
They've had a good, solid snap these first couple weeks here.
I'll tell you, that's an important connection right there. The center with the quarterback.
And the Coach Wolfgram knows that. He works a lot with those. They're in the mix-up again. Noble finally shifts, and Riots finally shift into the
confusion.
T. Timeout.
Good call.
So, Coach Wolfgram doesn't like what he sees, so he has Piper have a timeout with 3rd down and 4 with 1:13 left to go.
Look, it looked like Tobias wasn't lined up the way Piper thought he was supposed to be on that play. Piper doing the right thing there, would have got a penalty had he not called timeout.
Could have been a broken play, and that would have brought it 4th down, and we don't want that.
Well, no. If we score now, I mean, you're gonna put a a heavy burden on the Noble offense.
I tell you, I'm just waiting. What do you think is going to happen? I think it's going to be the old dipsy-do, the best play that's going to burn them the next time. I mean, they're just totally cheating up on Tobias.
Yeah, we've only thrown one pass, and they interfered on it.
I know. It's just I feel bad. Noble turning there. Starting to become like a Sanford, I would say. Sanford way down in the ranks a couple years ago. Back when I played with them, they weren't even close to anything. And now they're about a mid-team. They're a mediocre team, and they keep moving up. Noble has moved up. They were back down in the ranks before, and they're looking good. I'm just waiting for Westbrook to make a spurt.
There's been some talk about Noble here the last probably 3 years, as they've had some talent coming up through the ranks, and they just thought that they were going to have a good chance. This year's that talent is all seniors.
3-back, best shift to the left. Piper, who's he going to give it to? He'll give it to Tobias over, bumps outside. Oh, that went down hard, a few bends, and he doesn't like it. That was Brown. What is he doing down there? Come on, Mr. Brown.
I'll tell you what, he got wrapped up hard. You're right, twisted his legs right around.
That's going to bring up a 4th and goal. I say we go for a field goal.
I think you know better.
This could put some big-time wind in the Noble sails if they stop South Portland's offense, considered some of the best in the league right now. And
you got to remember, we haven't shown them that many weapons yet.
I don't think we've gotten stopped within the 10 in 2 years that we've had this streak going.
Well, Lewiston stopped us last week.
And they gonna pass, give it to Piper. Oh! So close, and that was to Ganley, but Ganley couldn't get under it.
Couldn't understand why Piper didn't throw that the best. It was absolutely wide open.
And that's a common play with South Portland. Coach Wolfgram uses the wild card, and it doesn't work. So Noble will take over deep in their own territory.
Yeah, Piper not happy with himself. He knows he had a touchdown there, and he just overthrew the ball a little bit. Again, basically, and I like to see a quarterback as they mature, you'll see them start picking their targets a little more. There, he just threw to the designated target, which was Bobby Ganley, but he had a man wide open in Matt Best, only a couple yards in front of him.
South Portland looking for a safety here. I formation. Noble just going to try to get it out of here. They're on the 3-yard line. Willett gives it to Brown, who breaks the seam and gets about 10 yards on that.
Yeah, that was Oliver stepping up, doing a nice job. A little help from Bobby Ganley.
Okay, this is a big.
Well, South Poland needs to really, again, hold them back here. Noble is
possession.
Noble's got some good running backs. We haven't heard a lot about their throwing abilities. Maybe they don't have the receivers, but I understand Willette's got one heck of an arm. But you're not going to see him throw much in this position.
So that is the end of the first quarter. Riot 7, Noble nothing, but Noble looking to show a little spark here, amazingly.
Well, I think Noble did a nice job. Again, their defense had a good week last week. I think South Poland's intensity just come out and they just rolled over them for a few minutes. Looks like they're trying to gather themselves now.
Well, a special feature tonight. This is a big game for the South Poland Red Riots, and a lot of alumni here wanting to see the 26th consecutive win for the Red Riots. And got Josh Wolfgram here, who has come back from a couple weeks at school, and he's looking at the old team, wish he was out there. Josh, what do you think of the team so far?
Well, I like what I see so far. It's pretty weird. But yeah, it's they look good. I like the way they're driving the ball so far, and Matt Tobias really looks good. It's my first real shot of seeing just how their offense really works. But look like they're doing really well. Exploding off the ball, and Piper looks like he's in tune. They missed the end zone last series, but they're looking good.
Yeah, Josh, we were talking a little bit about the connection between the center and the quarterback, and seems like they're doing fairly well out there. We had only one miscue and none last week. You, being the center, you know what that's like, don't you?
Yeah, I do. It was fortunate that me and Jason Cook got to. We'd gone together. We'd been center and quarterback since we're in 7th grade, so we knew each other, about as well as anybody else could.
Yeah, I'll tell you, that's one of the most important positions, I think, those two right there. And we just saw a real nice stop by Robbie Kirsten as they put the kibosh to Noble's latest attempt.
All right, thank you, Josh Wolfram, for a little quarter commentation right there. Just giving a shout out to all your boys, Mooney and Ganley and all those men out there. All the old starters.
Hard sitting up here, though, isn't it, Josh?
3rd down and 1. Riot stop them on that. See if they can do it here again. Noble in the eye. Willett trying a long count. Doesn't work. They give it to Brown. Brown gets nowhere.
Wow.
That's going to bring up a 4th down, and they'll have to punt again.
I'll tell you what, McLaughlin in there. Let me see who else. Bobby Ganley, Robbie Kirsten, all three of them just pounded that side of the line.
Brown tried to go up and over, but air mail was not delivered. That's going to bring up a 4th down, like I said, and they're going to have to punt it away. That's only 10 plays that they've run so far. They've got 1 first down in that last play you saw, but 3 and out. Again, not good. Brown back to punt.
Well, they're not taxing our defense that bad. We're only giving them 3 plays and out.
See if he'll kick away again. Doesn't look like his... Oh! Ganley almost got a hold of that one, and that'll be out of bounds. They are afraid. They are just afraid of the squad.
I will tell you, that was one whale of a kick for the pressure Bob Ganley just put on that. Holy cow.
So Ganley almost gets in, and Riots get good field position on about the 30-yard line, actually, 31-yard line, and Riots will be going in after that long drive being stopped on the 3-yard line.
Well, Lewiston put the kibosh to us there last week. We thought we got a pretty bad spot on that one play. But South Poland charged right back. Weren't daunted at all.
So the Riots will start out with McGowan and Tobias. 1st and 10. They give it to McGowan, who's hit early, but falls for about 2 yards, actually.
I'll tell you what, he was hitting the backfield almost as he was being handed the ball, and he still lugged a couple of Noble players up forward. That's where you need them big, strong fullbacks. That's what their job is, to get that short yardage with the big pressure. South Poland offense right now, I think, needs to make a big show for themselves. I don't think they're lacking any confidence because they haven't used a whole heck of a lot of their tools just yet. They've just basically been doing a lot of basic run plays.
Back in the eye. Piper keeps it. Waggle to the right. Goes deep. Davis. Not there. Interception. Nice run, but he's brought down, and that could be close to a flag.
We're gonna
Keep it
get a
in your
flag.
pocket. Keep it in your pocket. Nope, that's going to be on the 22-yard line. Interception. Interception for the Noble Knights, and they'll take over on their own 18-yard line.
That was the official's call. It looks like he's thinking that they were already on their way in, couldn't stop themselves, so no flag. Very fortunate. Now, Davis that time should have played a little defense.
That was Chandler. Piper not happy with himself. He's off by his own, trying to calm down a little bit. He's over on the sideline. He knew that pass was pretty much a duck and wasn't getting close to Davis. So we'll pitch it out inside, actually. A little misdirection play.
Nice tackle there by Robbie Kirsten. He wrapped him right up by the feet, brought him down quick.
Hartford gets about 3.
Now remember that Noble, their big thing is that they use that bruising fullback to work their way down the field, and South Portland defense now will start being on the field a lot. Let's see if that's going to have an effect.
A big difference between South Portland defense and every other defense is the maturity. South Portland will stay put. Everybody does their job, and that's what you see. That was a little misdirection, but Kierstead did what he was supposed to, and he stopped him for a short gain. Willett gives it to Brown. Brown cuts back, but he's hit early by Witten.
I'll tell you what, Witten and McGowan right there together, and talk about fighting off their blocks. Jared McLaughlin right in the fray with them.
It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 6, and the Noble Knights are in the same position they have been in all night. 3rd down and about 5 to go, so what are we going to do now?
Well, we're going to stop them and give the ball back to Ryan and the gang and let them get back a little of that confidence that may be waning just a bit.
Other than that 11-yard run, I haven't seen him run over probably 4 yards.
You're right. Well, like I said, this is the best I've seen. Even last week, I didn't see them defense play quite like this. The intensity is right up. I think they're very sharp right now.
They're going 3 back as well. 3rd down. Willett tries a long snap. They give it off to Willett tries to keep it, but not before. McGowan tries to bring him down. Then finally, he's brought down. Who's that? That's Witten. Finally runs him down. South Portland not biting on the bootleg, and they'll take over as soon as they punt it away.
Yeah, that's going to bring up a 4th and about 2, and I do not believe they'll go for it here.
You got to commend South Portland here. They're doing a great job on defense. They have not bit on anything.
Well, that time they come around on the left side here. McGowan. Dow's been staying home pretty well, but he got blocked out of that play. But McGowan, nice job chasing down. Tripped up the quarterback a little bit, and then finally they put him away but short of the 1st down.
Oliver and Best back deep. Riots go for the wall this time.
Nice kick.
Line drive. Best going to pick it up.
Atta boy.
Breaks inside. Wall of white, but he's got a little room. He's still up. He's on the sideline. Probably brought out of bounds at the 50-yard line. Nice return by Matt Best, making something out of nothing.
Gutsy run right there by Matt Best, who picks the ball, running in the opposite direction, turns it around.
And you know Brown from the other team, the punter, is just going, God, I'm not going to be able to kick this to anybody anymore. He put 2 out of bounds and put the 3rd one in bounds, and look what they did.
I'm pretty impressed with his kicking, Brett. That's another pretty good kick.
It's not bad. Could have been a little higher, but hey, they're Noble. 1st down and 10 for the Riots on the 50-yard line. They're going to start out in the I.
Well, we'll see if we open it up
Tobias. Best is split out wide. They pitch it off to Kierstead. It's a fullback pass. Tobias chucks the ball. Best is going jump ball, and it's no good. Tobias showing a little arm there, but it didn't work. You see, he didn't warm up. He's warming up a little bit now.
Yeah. I like that, and Matt doing a nice job that time. He made sure he screened the defensive player off so there wouldn't be an interception, and got the best shot at getting a catch. No flag there, folks, as both players going for the ball.
Matt Best had a step on him, but Tobias just couldn't get it out there.
That pass probably needs to be thrown just a step sooner, maybe, with Matt, unless he works on that arm a little bit.
So what do I mark that down as? A
incomplete
Tobias
pass.
0 or a Tobias incomplete pass?
He's 0 for 1 tonight.
He's 0 for 1.
Yeah.
2nd down and 10. Riots trying a little trickery there. They give it around the end, same as usual. Tobias tries to get something, but number 56 pulls him down behind the line. They had about 3 shirts in there.
John Hall is that Noble defense starting to sharpen up a little bit. They were highly touted, doing a good job last week. Haven't shown us too much early on, but now they're starting to stiffen up.
Geez, I wonder if that hurts the flow here we got going on for the Riots, that play. That's not in the usual vocabulary for Coach Wolfgram to put that play in.
Well, like that, I like it, and we've got so many weapons. It's nice to just experiment with them. I don't think he is worried about the game getting out of hand or anything just yet, and took a few chances.
So we're gonna have a big time. I have a feeling this is gonna be a screen. Oh, hit early by number 45. Sheesh, that was Hartford. He was in quick. Get Piper, and we're going to see the punting squad for the first time.
Well, let's see who that flag goes against. But DeMauro and one of the Noble players, both of them facing each other, and Noble's the one clapping.
We got a technical foul against South Portland, and that's going to drive us back.
I think that was Drew last week. They got a technical
Yes,
coming
he
off
did.
the field.
And you know something that was interesting is I think the referee just came over to Coach Wolfgram and told him the kids are talking a little much. If I could read lips.
Yeah.
And look what happens.
Well, Coach will have a talk with him.
6:19 left to go in the first half. Riot still up 7-0, but losing a little wind in their sails here. Defense doing really good, but offense is just not fired up and doing their job right now. It's going to be a fourth down and as we'd say in the olden days, a par 3.
Well, you know, you need a test, I think, for these kids. Lewiston, they really didn't test him all week last week. Noble looked like was going to fold, and all of a sudden they've kind of stiffened up a little bit. Let's see how our guys react.
So see if DeMauro can make up for that little cursing incident, and he does.
Get off a nice kick.
Brown picks it up, dangerously picks it up, and brought down by Witten. Speed Demon Witten gets down there and puts him down at about the 28-yard line.
I'll tell you, Matt is fast. Does he get down there fast? Well, that wasn't even a high kick.
No, it wasn't. He was the first one down there.
Well, good job by the kicking team to get the ball back, what was it, about the 38-yard line.
Yeah, back deep. That's pretty impressive. That was a good kick. He was about on the 20 when he kicked that.
Well, I think he was a little upset with himself. He's going to have to learn to control his temper a little out there.
Brown did a good job picking that up. He didn't get anywhere, but at least he stopped it from rolling down in the 19. First and 10, I formation. Roulette gives it up quick to Hartford. Hartford breaks tackles, but then finally hit with a wave.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's a bruiser, but Chris Dow doing a nice job. Got him a little high, couldn't quite bring him down, but didn't let him go anywhere until he got some help.
Tim O'Neill trying to steal the ball from him in the last minutes there. He gets up like he didn't do anything.
Give me that.
Oh, and DeMaro's getting a little talking to down there.
Yeah,
Coach
that's-
Filio.
Coach Filio down there talking to the boys.
Just telling them to keep their mouths, you know.
Well, I'll tell you, Aaron pretty fiery play himself when he played, but he learned his lessons and kept himself cool.
Second down and 9 for Noble. They're in the eye. Willett, long count again, 2-step drop, going deep. Davis is actually, nice job that was Libby, Jeremiah Libby there. Step by step, and he knocks it down.
See the Noble coach over there running stride for stride with his receiver. Wanted a little interference, but no way. Libby was the only one with a chance at the
That
ball.
was good defense on Jeremiah Libby's part.
Well, they said Willette's got an arm, and he does. He can throw it out there.
But can anybody get under it? That's the problem.
Well, not with Jeremiah running right in front of him, making sure he don't.
The backfield, if I haven't told you yet, although it is the second quarter, Witten is actually a linebacker, I'm sorry.
Yep.
Libby is our left cornerback. Davis is on the right side. Oliver is back deep. And O'Brien is the rover.
Third and very long again.
Again. Long count again. They give it a keep it. Bootleg. And he goes inside. He's
that's
got
too
10. Got 10. They finally chop him down. Not before he gets the first down.
Chris Dow doing his job. He turned that play in, but Matt Witten slipped, went down on the turf, and that gave them the first down.
So they're only the second first down. They're right on the 50-yard marker.
Tell you
Right.
what, everybody's in their spot there, Brett, but Matt slipping kept him from making that tackle, and Willette's a pretty good running quarterback, so you've got to expect him to roll out every once in a while, take it up the field.
I will tell you, other than the first 4 minutes of the game, this has been a pretty even match.
Yes, it has.
First and 10 on the 50. Roulette gives it to Hartford, who gets by, jumps and gets up about 9.
Nice job there by Tim O'Neill. He's the one that actually hit the legs of the Hartley and knocked it and really got him off balance.
This is where the Riots got to start digging a little deeper here. They're about a couple plays from now. They could be down by the goal line if they don't watch it.
Excuse me, that wasn't Hartley, by the way. That was the Hartford.
Hartford.
The Hartford.
4 minutes left to go in the half.
Oh, we've
Looks
been
like
looking for a good game for 2 years now.
Riots are panting a little bit here. See if they show any sign of fatigue. Second down and short. This could be a pass. Oh, that's movement.
There it is. 77.
Let's say his name just because he screwed up.
Tom Perot. That'll teach you, Tom. Back him up.
And that hurts. They were definitely on a little roll here.
Well, I'll tell you what. We've hurt ourselves with a couple of little penalties tonight, too, and Noble now shooting themselves in their own foot.
Riots definitely need a little spark right there. That was good. They got a breather. They were able to go through 2 huddles real quick. Looks like they got their wind back. It's going to be second down and 6.
Well, the defense playing well. That one little break up there where Witten slipped was the only thing that gave them this first down.
They give it to Brown, second guy through, and Kierstead nose for nose and pushes him back down.
Tell you what, McLaughlin, McGowan, all standing in there helping out. Gang tackling by the Riots. See Michael LeConte come in as Beardsley will come off for a little bit of a breather.
Beardsley stepping up big this year. He's a senior.
Yeah, he's looked good so far this year.
Third down, and I bet I wouldn't be surprised to see third down, fourth down territory, maybe. I don't know. You never know. I formation. Roulette. What's he gonna do? 3rd and 6. He'll keep it going bootleg, but oh, McGowan almost gets him. Ganley finally wraps him up with his buddy Kierstead, and geez, that was almost close. McGowan almost had him.
Well, I'll tell you what, Witten on a blitz too. Both of them just barely missed him, but Ganley staying home.
And that'll bring up 4th down. Riots will have time to see what they can do with 2 minutes. The 2-minute drill in the half.
Well, I'll tell you what, I think we've seen just about all Noble has right now. I mean, they've got a good strong back, couple nice tailbacks. They got a quarterback that can throw the ball, but doesn't look like he's got receivers that can get out underneath the ball. South Poland really, I don't think, is showing half of what they've got.
So Brown is back deep and puts it out of bounds. No, goes straight up. Best catches at the 10-yard line. He's looking. He's trying to go left. Nothing. Gets up, geesh, to about the 25-yard line. That's a good run by Matt Best.
Nice job, Matt. Matt runs very well with the ball, and as we've seen him several times this year, he really knows how. That time he was a lot of indecision, looking and seeing no real wall to go after or a wedge.
So Riots will start with 1:52 left to go in the first half on their own 25-yard line. See what they can do here.
Well, this will be a good test. They've got just a little under 2 minutes. Let's see if they can move it down the field here. We haven't seen them use too many passes. Haven't been successful on it after Piper had a big week last week, and he's just a little off right here tonight.
And I don't think we've broken anything big yet.
No.
We haven't. We had a couple that were called back last week, but geez, those don't count in the record books. And they give it up to Kierstead. Plenty of room. Kierstead finally brought it down for about a 12-yard gain.
Yeah, Robbie will pick up our first down on the way down the field. Clock is stopped as they move the chains. Piper hustling back. Looks like they're going to try to run another play. They're not going to stop the clock here.
Clock starts and they're out over the ball already. They got about 1:40 left to go.
Plenty of time.
We need a little clock down on the bottom right so everybody can see. First down, and they will give it again to Kierstead, the left side. Kierstead makes a cut.
He's got some room.
But he'll only get 7 this time.
That was a nice 7, though, as Wolfgram having a lot of success on the ground. Noble stopped us a little bit, but boy, I'll tell you, the front line seems to be fired up. I think they need a little rest there for a minute, Brett. They look like they're fired up again like they were in the first few minutes.
This play will take them down under a minute. South Portland has 2 timeouts, I believe. Wolfgram opting to hold for them.
He's not rushing right now. They're going to probably, I would say, maybe throw a pass here.
This is a throwaway play right here.
Right. If it hits big, it hits big. If it don't, it stops the clock.
Exactly. We're in the T formation, and they will waggle it out. Piper breaks inside, and that's going to be a sack.
Nice job, Matt Bunnell for Noble. Gets in there. Somebody missed a block.
I'll take a timeout for the Riots. 3rd down and 5.
I think they need a timeout right now. Things are moving a little too fast, and that didn't go off well after a couple of nice running plays. And they've got to give some pass protection to Piper. Right now, we need this. We need a couple good passes to get downfield a little quicker.
Riot's only up by 7 right now.
Well, I'll tell you, this is the game we built it to be. It looked like it was going to be a runaway for a while there, Brett. Noble finally stepping up. South Portland shooting themselves in the foot a little bit with a couple of penalties, a couple of bad plays.
Defense doing their part.
Oh.
Offense not quite there anymore. We got to we maintain this pace. This is fine, but haven't shown much in the last couple drives.
I think the defense has grudgingly given up probably about 3 first downs, and that's it. And this is against a Noble team that is considered to have one of the more powerful running games in the league this year. I'm impressed with their defense, too. I think they do a nice job. They're getting some good penetration. Our offensive line is having a little hard time maintaining consistency in their blocking. They run 2-3 good plays, and then all of a sudden they fail on a couple of 3 plays.
So Riots will start 3rd down and 5. This is actually a big play. If they don't make this, they're going to have to punt this away.
Yes, that's right.
So they're in the eye. Kierstead will take the lead. And they give it to Best, who breaks in, does not get it, and they'll get about a yard. And that's going to be...
Well, a decision got to be made. Do we try one more play and 32 seconds, the clock's still running? Yeah, I think we try another
Defense is
offensive
doing
play.
good. Nope, they will send in the punt squad.
Yep, they did. I think the coach needs to go in, and this is one of his strong suits. He likes to take these kids in after seeing what's going on in the first half. He'll make some adjustments, and then he'll come out.
4th down, and they'll punt it away. DeMauro back to punt. Back deep. Got Brown and Chandler. Good snap, high snap actually. DeMauro gets a nice kickoff
good high kick.
And nobody's there. Fumble! And that's the end of the half actually. Riots have the lead, 7-0. Quick first half, both looking good. We'll come back at the second half and tell you some stats.
See you then.
Some quick ones as we run down him. Piper is not doing well at all. He's got 2 tries for passes. One was incomplete, one was an INT. He is not doing well, as we said. Tobias, he is 10 runs. He has 46 yards. Not bad. He had a big 24-yarder and a touchdown run. Kierstead actually has 19 yards for 2 rushes, and Mars doing good with 21 yards with 3 rushes. Combined, we don't have much. We got about probably 85 yards right there. Nothing to look good at.
I'll tell you what, the offense stuttering here just a little tonight. We talked a little bit about Ryan back there. He's got a pretty good-sized team coming at him tonight. They're getting some penetration. He's had some pressure, even been hit pretty good once as he was trying to throw the ball. So his offensive line has got to give him a little more time, I think, and let's see. It's a good test for him. Let's see if he can step up in the second half here and start making some plays.
Troy Brown kicking off back deep to Bias, but Best will fill this one, and they'll set up the walls in front of him. Couple nice blocks. He breaks through, but it gets hit early, and he's going to be down at the 19-yard line.
Tell you what, Matt runs tough. He got hit pretty hard, didn't go down, kept his feet moving, but overwhelmed by about 4 or 5 Noble shirts.
And I'll tell you, right here is going to be the test for the Riots offense. Noble looks fired up and ready to go. They know they have a chance at this. It's 7-0. That's it, 7-0. Nobody has been this close to the Riots for a long, long time.
That's a big 7 points, though, Brett, the way our defense is playing right now. But that's a lot of pressure to put on a defense this early in the season. So this offense has got to move the ball a little bit and give the defense a little time to settle down.
And I think the defense of the Noble Knights knows that if they can hold here, they can get good field position. Riots need to work it. Piper gives it off the side to McGowan. McGowan makes nothing out of nothing and gets about 1 yard.
Coach Wolfgram still staying relatively conservative, although we did see a halfback option already thrown tonight. But he's deep in his territory. Doesn't want to try to pull too many punches here right now. He's expecting that line, I think, to make some holes and give his running back some running room.
Second down and 9.5. Riots giving this capacity crowd a run for the money here. Piper keeps it, waggles out to the right, breaks inside, nothing there, tries to stay up. Oh, that's going to be close, and they're not going to give him a late hit on that. Piper can't do anything, and he's going to lose 3.
Good penetration again. That play, I'm not sure exactly what he was looking for. I think a rollout. He was going to throw the ball, but good penetration there by the Noble defense, and he never had a chance to set up.
Nope. Riots not giving him enough time here. And a big defensive stand right here. I mean, this is what the Noble Knights needed. They're doing very well stopping the offense, and I mean, they're pushing them back. It's 15-3 right now. 15 and 3rd down and 15. And they give it to Best coming around the edge, who's hit blindly by nobody. He just got lucky, and Hartford took him down out of a lucky shot.
Well, I'll tell you what, when things are going your way, they're going your way, Brett. And right now, Noble's got things going their way. They're fired up. South Portland's sputtering. They're not running as smoothly as they'd like to. This young team wasn't tested much last week, and they're getting a big test today.
And we want to test the defense. This is how we test them right here. They're going to be, if they're lucky, outside, just outside of the 50-yard line. If DeMauro gets a good kick on this, they'd have no return.
Yeah, we need Drew to get his foot into this one, push them back a little bit.
High snap, and that's trouble. That's going to be a safety.
Well, we just scored for him. That's the second high snap we've had. He just barely caught the last time he punted, but he also got off a good kick. And again, when it goes bad, it goes bad.
You know something? I'm going to say that was good. I'm going to say that was a good thing.
Maybe.
Noble has come out fired up, ready to go. They are so ready to go right now. And I could have seen them. They were going to get field position probably within there in Riot's 40-yard line. Now Riot's have a chance to get them back in their own territory. 2 points might make the difference, but I don't know. If the defense can stop them deep, this could be good for the Riots.
I'll tell you what, the Riots need to come up with a couple of big defensive plays, maybe a takeaway here. The offense is very, very much down right now. Ryan Piper brooding on the sidelines a little bit. He knows that he's not on the way he should be, but he's also not getting a lot of protection. The front line has done a nice job a couple of times, but a couple of times they've let us down a little bit. So
7-2, Riots give Noble 2 points.
That's an unfortunate way to give it to him, though. I would have rather seen the kick and have us stop him.
And they will kick off from the 20-yard line here.
Well, we talked about it earlier. They're facing Deering, then Westbrook. Both those teams probably we should overpower fairly easily. We don't know that. You never count anything out. But this test right here you need to have, because after those two other teams, you have Marshwood. Marshwood's a contender. If we can't face adversity here, we're going to have a tough time down at Marshwood.
Tomorrow is going to punt, actually. We're not going to have a kickoff. Dow will not be kicking. And, of course, on a safety, you're allowed to punt or field kick. And he's going to go for the punt, which will get higher up and maybe have a chance for the coverage to get downfield.
Well, no pressure on the kicker on this particular play, so DeMauro can really put a foot into it.
High, that's going to get down to about the 49, and Hartfield gets up to about the 40 of the Riots. That's good field position.
I'll tell you, that's the best we've given any team yet this year. Of course, it's only the second game. And let's see what Noble can do. The defense is still fired up. I watched them on the sidelines. They know that their test is coming. They know it's time for them to step up.
And here it is, the Riots. Last year got many a test on defense, and many times offense didn't help them out till late. And looks like they're going to have to do the deed again this year.
Well, you got some boys that are used to this. They were there last year.
So here we go. Got a good second half going on. Two-step drop. Trying
to...
Ganley brings him down quick. And we are playing some football, folks.
There's one of the leaders of the team, folks, is Bobby Ganley. Excellent job last year rushing a quarterback. Knows his team needs somebody to step up, and he does it.
And I tell you, they were looking for Bruce Ames, who was running down the sideline, but Piper had him step by step again. Piper doing a good job over there at the corner.
Well, I'll tell you what, we've got to put some pressure on that, but we also can't let them get a first down here. We've got to stop the ball. We're going to end up with it deep in their own territory again if we do stop them, but we've got to put the stop on.
Second down and 12.
Were we ever behind last year?
7-0, I believe. We
one game, yeah.
One game.
Yeah. So let's not let them score, because we don't like to play from behind, although we won that game, so evidently we play well from behind.
Red wave fired up, second down and 12 in the eye, and that's a flag thrown. Somebody looked like they might be offsides. Looks like McGowan was close. And they will call it on McGowan. Encroachment.
Well, that's unfortunate after a nice play by Bobby Ganley, and we're going to give him back 5 yards now.
Second down and 8 now.
Well, we're beginning to see a little of the immaturity of the team, although McGowan, one of the leaders.
McGowan started all last year. He knows, and he was very upset with that call. That's definitely a judgment call by the official. It's nowhere near the line. The neutral
Tom, we
zone,
don't like that
as they call
official,
it.
Tom.
So let's see if the Riots can make it up again. Noble's in the I formation. Willett keeps it, bootleg. Looking, he keeps it, runs, and Ganley brings him down for about a 3 or 4 yard gain there. Actually, that was Witten that brought him down.
Yep. Yeah, Witten, Ganley's chasing from behind. Witten, he gives a little help there.
And that's going to bring up a 3rd down and about 2. That penalty was pretty big here if they get a 1st down.
Oh, absolutely, because now this is 2-down territory, in my opinion, and I believe that Noble coach, no matter what, will go for it, unless we can sack the quarterback here or something, or stop him in the backfield.
Right, secondary doing very well tonight. They haven't given up anything, and it looks like Willett doesn't like what he sees and has kept the ball.
Well, like I said, Willett's a good running quarterback, so expect him to run.
Back in the I formation. They give it off the side to Hartford, who
I didn't like that at all.
Terrible tackle.
I didn't like that at all.
And Hartford scores. That was Oliver that tried to get him.
That's one of our hitters, too. That's one of our hitters, and he just throws a shoulder tackle at him.
So Riots are down. Now, it is 8-0.
Nice job by Noble. Noble is one that's been able to maintain their intensity after South Poland just about knocked their block off there early in the first quarter, and has stuck with it. And this is a test for the South Poland Red Riots. They've got to come back now.
And the Riots, Noble getting so excited that they actually had to take a timeout here.
They got so excited that they're ahead. Well, this is, I'll tell you, a very important game. There's a streak on the line. Noble has a chance to be a contender this year, and if they're going to be that, they have to beat the teams like South Poland, Biddeford, Marshwood. And if they can beat this one team right here, that's a big, big step towards them getting into the playoffs.
Riots are going to give us a nail-biter tonight.
Well, that's good. We've been looking for it. We've been complaining, right? It could be close, though. I still like being ahead.
Offense needs to do some work here.
Well, I haven't seen it. They're down a little bit, and I need to see them step it up. They've got to fire off. That offensive line has done a nice job so far this year, and just a little inconsistent tonight, but let's give some credit to the Noble defense. They've done a good job here since the last time when they stopped us down near the goal line.
Noble going for 2 points here.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Put them up by a field goal.
So they'll have an I formation. It's working for him. Willett. Long snap count. They get off the side to Brown, who's hit early, and he won't get in. Nice job by Kirstead stopping him.
Kirstead and Beardsley put a hit on him and drove him back.
That will leave it at 8-7. Looks better than 9-7.
Or 10-7, that's right.
So Riots happy with stopping them. Unfortunately, Hartford made a good run there, and because of a couple of shoestring tries, got in for 6.
Well, that's all right. That's all right, guys. We don't need to be perfect this year, but now we need to show some character. And South Poland has been known for that over the last several years, being able to face adversity and come back. We've had some tough games, and we've played from behind, so these guys, now it's their turn to figure it out.
Noble has got the momentum right now. See what the Riots can do. Offense has to do something right here. They were 3 and out last time with a bad snap, and that could be actually. I guess that safety hurt. I will apologize and say I was wrong. Safety did hurt.
Yeah, I hate to give up any points at all, but I thought you were making a good point there. Had DeMauro really gotten off a little longer kick, we could have pushed them back and had them a little deeper than we would have with a punt from the end line.
Riots are going to have to refocus here and push a little harder tonight on offense. They're going to have to show what they're made of.
Well, I'll tell you what, you can run away with a ball game, but when you face adversity like this and you come back and win, these victories are the sweetest ones. So let's see if they can taste that sweet victory and come back here.
I tell you, number 16 gets his start going about probably 2 minutes before everybody else. He starts running. Best bobbles it. Gets around, looks for a wall, goes to the left, breaks a little bit. Oh, finally brought down by the big man, number 55. That's Chandler.
Matt gets it back out to about the 23-yard line. He's down and hurt looks a bit.
And he gets up slow. Best is always out of, he's got a trouble. He is, poor guy is pain man.
Well, I'll tell you what, the trainer was stretching him out big time, the hamstrings. We know that Matt's been having a little trouble with the hamstrings. And
Best will come out.
Yeah, he's got to come out. That's a good idea.
Witten, who is not quite the blocker Best is, but definitely can run and has the speed.
Well, we need Matt. Matt is really one of our bright spots today. He's done a lot of good stuff with the run backs and stuff, and he's hurt. He's hurt.
Yeah. So Riots have to take a quick gut check here. It's first down and 10 on the 27-yard line. Noble fired up, looking big. They give it to Tobias on the left side. He gets nothing. Riots need a big play to hush up Noble.
I'll tell you what, there's a young back right now. There's Noble, when they tackled him, laid it right into him and talking to him while he's down on the ground. And, hey, you got to face that. You know what I mean? That's part of the game.
So we got second down and nothing there. Sheesh.
Well, we've got some big-time players there, and Ryan had a good game last week but wasn't tested. This week he's tested a little bit, and this is where you start to grow up.
Riots having a little confusion here. Davis finally goes out to the right. Piper under center. He keeps it to pass. Looking in, finally gets it off to Davis. Davis has a step, but nothing there.
Okay, again, it looks like we've got Noble wrapping their arms a little bit around him, but you've got to be able to catch the ball, and that time he could not catch the ball.
Third down and 10. Riots are not looking good here. They are not looking sharp at all.
Well, we're going too long, I think, Brett, too. I think if we wanted to pass, let's do some short stuff and work your way down the field a little bit and open it up. Then your running backs will start having them holes again. Right now, we've really been stuck on our run a little bit, and I think we need to find the pass. Has to open it up. But, I mean, when you got a third down and 11, there's not much you can do.
Matt Best is up and walking around. He was on his back for a little while there. Trainer's looking at him.
I think he got twisted up a little bit in that last tackle.
They'll give it to Tobias, who gets hit for 3 yards. They'll have to punt this one away again.
I'll tell you what, though, I do like what he's looking like down there now. That was a tough-looking run. He got a lot of guys taking shots at him. He was putting his hand out there, trying to stiff-arm him away. It's good education.
McLaughlin is the center. He was the one who had the high snap last time.
Well, now the defense has to really stop them, because if we start letting them score, we let them score another touchdown, we're going to be really hurting, because the offense still is not quite back to where they need to be yet.
Actually, that's not McLaughlin. Is that Davis snapping? Another high snap, and that's not good.
That isn't good.
Tomorrow might get this away. Nope. Jeez, not looking good. Riots are shooting themselves in the foot here. This is not good. Tomorrow gets up slow, but that looks just from
Actually,
frustration.
I think that was Jeff O'Brien that snapped that, I think. And that's not his usual job. Of course, you know, he's doing the snaps, regular centering snaps.
So Riots give up. Jeez, guys, we can't do this if we want to win. This is going to make it tough to win if we keep doing this.
Well, I don't know what they've got for a kicker on this team, so if we can even if they score here, if we can stop them, then it's only one touchdown. Hey, we got a defense down there that can put a stop on this, and this is gut check time. This time is step up, guys.
Noble getting all the breaks right now. First down and goal to go. 3-step drop. They're looking. He's trying to get outside.
Nothing there.
Breaks in. Pulled down by 3.
Yeah, Beardsley, Ganley, and McGowan, I think, all in on it.
Riots
and McLaughlin.
Make them lose about 2 yards, and they're going to be on the 7-yard line. 6 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Riots have got to get their act together.
Well, I'll tell you what, the intensity looks like it's there for the defense still, and so I think they've got a chance to make a stop. And that touchdown score was only on one really poor tackle on a guy that's one of our better hitters. So mistakes are made, that's all.
I formation, nothing new. Willett gives it off the side.
Wow.
Nice job.
That was Brock Mooney. He just chalked up and blocked that middle up well and ended up putting the running back up in the air.
Somebody else is playing a little nose guard right now. Is Brock playing? I think they got two noses.
I think so, too, because Brock is in there right now.
And Noble takes their second timeout, knowing that this is an important score. If they can get up by 14 here or 15, that could very well suit them.
Jared McLaughlin doing a nice job at nose guard this year, but Brock Mooney stepped up big last year when Rich Rio went down at the nose position. And this is a good idea, getting a good experienced man out there on the field, one of the team leaders. It's one thing about having all the talent that they have. You got a lot of guys that are only having to go one way down there, but you also got guys that can go both ways if they have to. And it looks like Coach Wolfram experimented a little bit with that defensive line, trying to get him some help.
Matt Witten's down there trying to fire the squad up a little bit, talking to some of the leaders of the team, trying to get them a little more fired up.
Well, I watched him coming off the field after that last touchdown and stuff like that, and he's trying to get them going a little bit. The offense needs to have they need a couple good first downs when they get the ball back.
They really do. Right now, the momentum is towards Noble, and the defense is doing what they can, but it's not helping.
Well, we got third down. What do we got? About 4 yards to go.
Hartford, they're on the 7 actually. Hartford and Brown are the backfield. Two-step, goes deep. Libby's there, interception!
Jared Libby, there's the play.
They'll come out to the 10 yards. Riots are back in action.
There's the big play we were looking for from the defense. And there's the offense running out on the floor saying thank you. Ryan Piper got his hands up. He says, I want to shake your hand.
That's it right there. Riots are going to march now. Noble, this could be a big gut check for them. They could easily lose it right here.
Well, their defense has played just outstanding, I think, the second quarter, third quarter. We need to spank them a little bit here right now.
And Riots may be getting a little adrenaline that they have missed maybe in the past couple seasons.
That was excellent coverage by Jeremiah Libby.
And that was just an official timeout here. Geez, you got to say that. Willette put that up there, and Jeremiah Libby was there. He was there all the way. And
I'll tell you what, Jeremiah looked around at the right time. That's what you got to do. He followed his man, and as soon as he saw his man start to look back, he turned around and stepped in, and that was it.
You would figure that, I mean, obviously Davis is no slouch on the other side, obviously, but Libby has knocked down 3 passes. I don't know if they saw the film.
Why are they still going at him, right?
Yeah, I don't know if they saw something in Libby that he wasn't catching up or he wasn't keeping up, but he's definitely proved himself tonight.
And not only that, but Davis, who's doing a good job, but Davis is still suffering a little bit with his injury. So
Okay,
I mean,
we got a TV timeout here or something.
I think so.
What's going on? We are talking. Are we having a talk down on the field?
Well, the officials are saying that South Poland's fired up, so let's cool them off a little bit.
I know.
I don't like this. I like to see us get the ball, but then again, maybe we need to settle down a little bit. We've got some executing to do out there, and we're not running our plays quite the way we need to.
The official, it looks like he's bleeding, and as well with the players, any official that's bleeding, we need to that gets attended to immediately. Or maybe he's being fitted with a mic.
Now drag him off the field. Let's get going, huh?
Okay, he looks like he's all patched up and ready to go. Wrap him with a headband.
Wrap it around his eyes.
Get him back out there. Jeez, this definitely puts a...
Well, we haven't seen this yet. That's the first time I've seen this. You have to attend the official.
So much for the fury of the storm here.
Yeah.
Riots looking like they were fired up pretty good. Of course, this brings Noble down just as much.
Yes, it does. But remember, Noble's the one that just took the blow to the head, and so right now they're able to recover, I think, and settle down a little bit. But we'll see. Like I said, I think this offense now has seen their defense come up with one huge play to try to get them back on the field.
And we did not need an official replacement for the official. We are ready to rock and roll, people. 1st and 10 for the Riots on the 20 after a beautiful interception by Jeremiah Libby.
Well, again, the defense let up 1 touchdown. Just like I said, a poor tackle. Mistakes are made.
And listen to that crowd. The crowd is getting behind them. They give it a Best on the right side. Best makes a move. He's outside.
Come on,
He's
Matt.
still up.
Come on, Matt.
Breaks the corner.
Come on, Matt.
He's still going.
Come on.
He's finally dragged down to the 40-yard line, and the Riots are sparked up and ready to go.
Well, I'll tell you what, Matt Best has had several good plays. He's been our bright spot today. When he come crawling off the field there, I thought we were in trouble, but I guess he's back.
Matty Best shows what you can do with a couple moves. He faked one guy out so much that the guy almost made the tackle.
Some nice moves, but again, strong running. Matt knows how to run strong.
Yep.
He knows how to get his shoulder down. He'll put the stiff arm out there.
He's very quick laterally.
And he can move. That's right.
So the Riot showing a little spark, finally in their own territory, moving the ball a little bit. We got the I formation again. McGowan's in there, and they give it off to McGowan. Oh, it's tripped up. Jeez, he was
Dropped the
close.
ball. Is he down?
No, he was tripped up. If he had broken that tackle, that was 6.
Yeah, but he dropped the ball then too, and I was just hoping they'd mark, and they did. They marked him down.
They
Okay.
marked him down. He hit, and then the ball came out.
Tuck it away, Tom. I'll tell you what, that was one heck of a hit too. And just quickly now, we've got Bill Yanian is up on our main camera up top. We got Jim Green on the field down there, and Jim was the one that was telling me about some of the big hits down there. He says that South Poland is in a big-time game down there because the hitting is furious.
Hey, 8-7, Riots are down. They give it off to
Nice run by Tobias.
Tobias gets about 3, and Riots are back to standard 3-yard football, 3.5 yards.
We also have Don Edwards down there, and Don's taking some film on the field as well as getting some crowd shots as he's looking at us right now. We'll make the highlight film. Brett, if you wave. Hi.
Mooney gets up pretty slowly.
Dave Jones is up here in the booth with Al McLean. Dave trying to help us out with some maybe some instant replay if we get that. And of course, Al McLean, our engineer.
So 3rd down and 5, and I think the Riots will go. They're going to get a first down. What am I saying?
It's 2 down. This is 2-play territory.
T formation. They give it to Tobias around the end.
He's got some
Tobias
room. He's got a cut.
got to make a stiff arm. Doesn't get it.
Nope.
Nice tackle by Troy Brown.
I'll tell you what, that was good pursuit by Noble.
And
I'm saying he should cut up then, but I don't really think he had an option there. That was some good coverage by Noble.
You know, Coach Wolfram doesn't even flinch. It is going to be 4th down territory, the way we are
Absolutely.
snapping. We'll get better field position if we give him the ball now. Jeez.
There's just too many tools out there right now, and yeah, maybe we're not firing all cylinders, but we've still got the talent is sitting out there in the field. It's just a matter of putting some things together. And if I was coach, I'd be a little confident in these guys too.
2:40, and the reality is setting in that, you know, we are losing. South Poland is saying we have got to get our act together. 4th down, looks like they're coming. I predict pass. They try to draw him off sides.
Pass.
Goes deep.
Deep too.
Oh, Dow is. Oh, it goes through his hands. It goes through his hands.
Chris Dow had his chance there as that ball was laid right on target. And Ryan Piper, it didn't get caught, but welcome back. That was a beautiful throw.
Oh, that was nice. Dow seeing that one. He'll see that one in his dreams.
Yes, he will. Yes, he will. He'll pay for that time and time again, I'm sure.
So 1st down and 10 for the Knights, and South Poland defense has got to hold again. Maybe can get a little better field position this time.
Ryan down there walking around like a wounded tiger, and but like I said, welcome back because that was a good throw, and let's not worry about it.
So Dow, let's see if he can get pumped up and maybe help us on the defensive side. Nothing new, I formation for the Noble Knights. And they give it to up the shoot. Where is that? What do we got going on?
Well, it looked like he did a couple of double fakes. Troy Brown, I think, got the ball going out around the wide side.
They string it out nicely.
Yep, South Poland doing a good job. We were faked up because, quite frankly, I lost it there for a minute.
I thought it was Hartford, but
So did
Hartford
I.
didn't have the ball in the end, and it didn't look like Willette had it either. So
No, Troy Brown was the one on
by
was the carry.
default,
Yeah, like, right, who else do we have to choose from, right? Okay, South Poland defense still showing signs of wanting to keep this game under control.
and interesting, we haven't seen much misdirection from the Knights lately, and I predict we'll get something soon. 2nd down and 9.
Oh, they've been successful with it so far, too.
Willette keeps
He's
it.
got it.
Bootleg. Ganley
Ganley's
coming
got
behind.
Come on, Bobby.
Oh,
There it is.
turn down for a loss.
Nice job there by Ganley and McGowan as they chase him down. And Bobby, I'll tell you, for a big man, has got some speed, and he showed it right there. Chris Dow doing a nice job that time, keeping the quarterback contained. He did not have an option to cut it up the field.
I tell you, Willette did not have a chance to stop at all. Ganley,
No.
if he had thrown it, it would have been beyond the run. He would have been sprinting to throw that.
Well, if he'd have taken any kind of hesitation to try to make a throw, then Bobby would have had him before he got the ball out. That's
All
for
right,
sure.
big 3rd down here. Riots need to hold this right now. They're doing well so far. I formation, watch for the misdirection play right here. This is my prediction. And they do. They give a little misdirection to
Whoa!
Brown. Nothing there.
Yes,
That was Witten, and Witten is fired up and ready to go.
Matt Witten, that is his play there. He knew that was probably coming. I think he was reading that play all the way. Makes the hit in the backfield.
4th down.
See, now we're back being excited again. Defense
are.
playing great.
How come I have a lump in my throat then?
Well, Austin, the offense still got to show us, but like I said, that was a good throw by Ryan Piper that last time, and Chris should have pulled that one in. He didn't, but we've got another shot coming right up.
What we need to do is not make any more mistakes, is what we need to do.
Well, I'll tell you, it's more important not to make mistakes on
snap.
defense. Low hit, low kick.
And Best takes it at about the 35.
Why do
tries
they keep
to find
kicking it to
something.
him?
And he's finally brought down at the 45.
Yep, 45-yard line. Why do they keep kicking it to him?
I don't know. It's
He's
a
chewed
low
him up
kick,
all
too.
day. He's chewed him up all day. That's the least he's gotten, I think, out of a run back.
38 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter. Riot's finding themselves down pretty much all of the 3rd quarter, and they have to score here.
Well, what do we got? 38 seconds left to go. We got a whole quarter. The way our defense is playing, we only need one score.
Do you know what? I saw an ominous figure as I was walking down halftime. I saw Coach Landry from Biddeford, who holds the streak right now as a coach.
Yeah. Well, tied. Let's put it this way. He's tied.
And it scared me. Anyways, they give it to Tobias. Tobias, he is one arm tackle away from breaking that thing.
That's one of the things we talked a little bit about it last week.
He's got to run strong.
Yeah, he's got to kick them legs up a little bit. He's got to get them feet a good 6-8 inches off the ground when he's going through the line there. He can do a little more shuffling once he gets out in the open. But that's what we saw him probably about 7 or 8 times last week, just tripped up with an arm tackle.
That's the difference between a good running back, which is Tobias, and a great running back. You have to get by that first tackle.
Hey, Matt's got all the moves, and he's a sophomore, so he's in his learning curve right now in the early part of it, and you can see his potential.
And that will be the end of the 3rd period. Riots are down by 1. It is 8-7. Momentum, I would say, definitely is in South Portland's favor right now, but geesh, we've got to get some offense going. It's going to be 2nd down and about 7 when we come back here.
Well, there's no doubt about it. South Portland right now has got the upper hand in momentum, but Noble is not giving up anything easily. And so that means that they haven't been really kicked in the jaw yet, and that's what we've got to do. We've got to find a way to really put them on a downer, and touchdown will do that.
Oh, yeah.
Touchdown right now by South Portland would be devastating, I think, to Noble.
I'm sure we've got a lot of fans from from Biddeford and Marshwood tonight, since they're playing tomorrow. Biddeford especially.
There's some Biddeford fans, yeah, you know that.
Oh, geez.
I mean, we've tied the streak, so we share it with them now, but to break it is what they don't want to see.
As you can see, we've got a new camera, folks. We finally got it up and running. We dried it out, and it's working.
Yeah, we're having one of those troubles there. The dew tonight, it's a warm night, but the dew is very heavy, and it's just kind of seeped into the cameras and is shutting them down.
Do you know what? I've got the same feeling in my stomach I did in that Gardner game that started this thing. You know that?
Yeah, but remember that we won that game.
We did.
Okay?
And we did. And we won it by 1, I believe it was.
Exactly.
I formation ready to go. 2nd down. Rights need to move the ball. They give it to Tobias to the left side. Oh, brought down hard on his head, and he'll get about 2 yards, and he pops up. Looks like he's fine. Little neck cringe there.
Yeah, like I said, he's willing to run tough, it looks like, and it's just a matter of picking them feet up just a little bit, and I think he's going to really do well, but that was one whale of a tackle. I don't care how high his feet were up on that time. He got up on it really well. Well, we need to see some successful plays right here, right now. We're on the 50.
Yep.
I think we need to get a 1st down right here because I don't think we'll go a 4th down right now.
Yep, 3rd down. Twins out to the right, Davis and Best. Pass, two-step over to Best. Best. Oh!
What a catch!
He catches it!
What a catch!
That is going to give him a 1st down. Matt Best showing what he has. My Lord, that was a stretch out. The ball was up there before he even saw it.
I think he was listening to the old song years ago, I Need a Hero.
Oh, my Lord.
Why? Has he done it tonight or what?
Come on, people. Let's have a little less dramatics and just put the ball in.
Yeah, but you know something, in the age of the highlight film, there's a highlight right there. You know, that was one
Am I the
awesome
one?
catch.
Do I complain about the games that we blow out? Is that me?
Yes, it is.
I'd like to apologize for
You'd
every
like to be
time
ahead by
I'm-
30, wouldn't you?
Every time I complain. T formation, they give it around to Tobias. Tobias got
Got
a
it.
few
Nice
blockers
move.
inside, but that looks like it's coming back with a hold.
I think so too, but Matt Tobias made an excellent decision right that time. He's been trying to get outside, and this time he decides to go up the middle, and that's where he should have gone. Yep.
Right.
Is that an offsides, or is that a clip or something? He made
So they
this-
can take the result, which is going to be about a yard, or they will send him back and give him first down again.
Yeah, well, he's got a 2-yard gain, it looks like, but that's not much. I mean, maybe you take the down. No, they want to push it back.
So that's going to be pushed back 10 yards.
No, just 5.
Just 5.
Okay.
So that's illegal use of
The hands?
skill. And back 5. Now it's going to be motion, and they'll send him back first down and 15. They're teetering with the 45-yard line right now, folks.
Well, I'll tell you what, I like what I see. We're still sputtering just a little bit, but the offense looks like it wants to do something out there.
Looks like Best wants to do something.
Oh,
Jeez.
jeez, that was incredible. Brett, that was
T,
incredible.
you think we're coming this way? You think Noble thinks we're coming this way? Send Best the other way. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, close.
Well,
So close.
He hasn't made many bad decisions tonight, so if he'd have kept going to the outside, I think he'd have gained probably another 5-6 yards before he got hit.
That's a new one, a reverse.
Yeah, I liked it.
Similar tactics to the counter. I mean, he's just getting the ball a different way.
Tobias right then needed to get out in front of him. If Matt had wobbled just a little bit to the right and let Matt step in front of him, he'd had about another 5 or 6 yards, and Matt would have been able to drop him a block, I think.
So second down and back to 10. He got 5 on that.
Yep.
Riot's got to keep going.
We're pretty much in 4-down territory now.
The counters will not work all night. They're back in the eye.
Well, we need a good pass.
Two-step. Oh, hurt.
Fumble. Ball's on the ground. South Poland had it, but I don't know.
It's going to come up. Oh, geez. It's going to be close. As they peel him off. Crowd waits, anticipating. It's going to be Riot's ball. Third down and 10.
That was Brock Mooney. Brock Mooney drops on the ball alertly, but that was a beautiful blitz.
Third and 11. Riot's looking at this. Is only thing we got working right now is our plays that we put in just in case.
Well, I'm not sure how Ryan throws off the run, but it looks like you've got to do something with a little bit of misdirection here. If he's going to roll out, I think he's got to stop and roll out back the other way instead of rolling out to the right. They're going to expect that, and they've been covering that very well. Let's see if he can make a quick cutback and roll to the left here, and then set up for a throw.
The blitz works for Noble, and they're going to have single back. Twins out to the right.
Here he comes. Step up. That a
Pepper
boy.
steps up.
He's
Guns it. Oh, almost intercepted. Jeez, that was close. Piper didn't get him the ball.
Well, that was not a good throw right then. Ryan had time. He should have made that pass a little bit better, I think. He had an open run. He had an open player.
And the punt squad comes on.
It would have been short of a first down, though, even if he caught it, because he had a couple players right there around him. But we might have gone for the fourth down if we moved up about 7 yards.
Let's put this one right in his gut.
Well, we need to pin him down deep. That's right. And we need. Yeah, that's right.
I believe that is Davis that's snapping.
Is it Davis?
There it is. Everybody breathed a little sigh of relief on that one. Smash, crash,
Atta
and
boy.
down at the 15-yard line. Riots, if they hold.
I'll tell you what, Ricky Oliver couldn't hit the guy because he got there so quick, so he had to go by, but Matt Witten right behind him laid into him pretty well.
And somebody is hurt.
Well, that guy got clobbered.
Yeah.
I mean, they locked his knee up when they hit him.
That was
Troy Brown.
that's Brown, and that could be big if he comes out for a while. Jeez, they don't want to see that. That's bad.
Well, Hartford has been their big gun here today. Brown has really given us some fits, but Hartford's the one that's made the big gains.
And he runs off on his own recognizance.
Yeah, he got hit good. He got locked up. His knee, you could see it catching in the turf down there a little bit.
Jeez, and Riot's defense has to come up big again. 9 minutes left to go in the game. Still down by 1. Riot's.
We should see some just straight ahead running here. I don't see anything fancy. They'll try to get it up the field a little bit.
Willett gives it. Oh, hit by McGowan back deep.
Tom McGowan
doing the job.
Defense is fired up right now, and I think they know that they can stop this team. The offense has got to get something on the ball, though. And I think what the defense is saying, hey, let's get the ball closer to the end zone for them. And, the closer we move it, the better our chances are.
2nd down and 10.
Beardsley's going to come off, take a break.
Little miscommunication here. The Noble Knights.
Looks like Beardsley and LeCon are kind of shuffling in and out, replacing each other.
Who we got for a back today? Number 19 comes in for sub Williams. He got the call last time and didn't get much. Willett gives it to Hartford, who's luckily stopped.
I'll tell you what, Jeremiah Libby just met one heck of a good-sized guy, and he makes the tackle.
Makes a save and tackle, basically. There was nobody behind him. Played safety there, and it's going to be 3rd down and 5. Big 3rd down for the Riots again. Riots need to hold.
Jeremiah, great tackle. Wrapped him right up with the legs. Put the shoulder into a guy about 3 times your size and brought him down. Probably saying, I hope I don't have to do it again right off.
And Brown's still out. They're still checking him out, I guess. He's looks like they're taping his leg up.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm sure they'd like to have him on here, but you got to be careful with the kind of an injury that he looked like he was sustaining down there.
3rd down.
Big
Where's
3rd
it
down.
going? Willett. Oh, that's going to be
back 5.
Back 5, and that could be big. That could be real big.
I don't think they'll pass here, Brett. I think they're going to have to run it, but this is big. This really gives them a long ways to go, and South Poland needs this. The defense is coming through.
7, still plenty of time, but geez, time goes quick on a football game.
Well, unless we get a fumble, pick up, and run it in, the defense isn't going to score for us. But it looks like they're going to give us the position we need on the field to get the score. All we got to do is get that offense, which is starting to move a little bit now.
So they're in the eye. Williams is in the back. Hartford's up front of him. And they'll give it off to Hartford, who is stopped, luckily.
McCon in on that tackle. Robbie Kisted.
And who are we going to... Oh, Brown comes in limping. He is going to kick. Jeez, we don't have a pretty deep kicking squad, huh?
Well, Best, they've been working on him some more down here. Matt still struggling a little bit with that hamstring, but he's not running like it, but they're working on him almost every chance they get down here.
All right, Oliver and Best have their heels on the 45-yard line. Brown wobbles to the kick position.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's been kicking pretty well.
They need a good return here.
Hey, he's going to kick away from Best.
And it's going to go out of bounds.
Yeah.
Nice. Jeez, that's a nice kick. It's going to bring it to the 44-yard line. And Riots have got to move the ball. This is the thing here, folks. Football, you have to score to win the game. And Riots have to score to win this game. No holding on with the defense.
Well, O'Brien went out there pretty quick, and I think he wants to get this team fired up. He's the center of attention. Brock Mooney out there on the line. Bobby Ganley. They haven't gone to Bobby enough tonight. They tried one in the end zone. The ball was overthrown. There's another guy. Best has done a nice job so far tonight and has basically been carrying us a little bit on the offense. The only one that's been getting us positive yardage late here in the game, or a lot of positive yardage.
So 1st and 10. They give it off to...
Good run.
Oh,
good
nice job by DeBias. DeBias gets about 4. Finally gets by that first tackle.
We're watching a talented young runner starting to earn his earn his wings, so to speak, down there. Nice, kept the shoulder down, kicked them legs up. Beautiful job.
He'll start learning how to get by that first guy. He'll start getting those 5-yard carries that you need. 2nd down and about 6.
Front line starting to make some holes down there too. They'll see if they can sustain that.
They give it off to Best to the right side, who's hit quick. It's not going to work this time.
Yeah, they've seen it too many times tonight. They were ready for that one.
It's going to bring down a 3rd down. 3rd down and 6. Jeez, Riots are not doing much here.
Yeah, well, we need a 1st down so bad right now. And expect Noble, who's been successful rushing a quarterback, expect them to come strong here.
They will.
We're getting into sweat time now, because now there's only 5 minutes and 30 seconds left in the game.
8-7 still, folks. Riots are losing. 3rd down and 6. Piper keeps it, plenty of time, looking, he goes deep. Oh, interference, caught! Touchdown! And it's going to be a Davis touchdown. Interference, Davis comes through.
Do you think we'll refuse this penalty?
Pandemonium!
Do you think
Oh
we'll
my
refuse this
Lord.
penalty?
Davis gets interfered with, keeps his concentration, puts the ball in the end zone. Defensive interference. He was all over him.
I'll
And
tell
we're
you
going
what.
for 2.
And there was a reason for him to be all over him because he never looked back to see where the ball was. He just see Davis looking for the ball, so he just tried to put his hands on him and make him miss.
Riots are going to go for 2 here.
Oh, absolutely. This is a chance. They want to put the game away here if they can. 2 points will put them a 7-point out, give them a 7-point lead.
Woof.
Now that touchdown is big. The way the defense is playing, that is huge.
That is very big. And Noble has got to say, geez, we have gotten so close.
all right.
We have gotten so close to these guys right now, and to have it on that, geez, that was a good play. Davis stepping up finally. We have not seen much from him this year.
Well, I'll tell you what. They've been going to Matt, and you see they've been starting to focus a little on Matt Best over there. This time, nice job. Rolled out to the left instead of the right and went right at Davis.
And that's just a heartbreaker. That is just a heartbreaker for Noble. Noble has stuck in tight. I mean, they were still only down by 6 right now, or 5, whatever. But, I mean, come on. With the defense playing that good.
I'll tell you what, though. Ryan Piper not on target like he was last week against Lewiston. He was hitting his runners in stride. And tonight, his receivers are helping him out. They come back. They've made some great catches for him.
And you know what the difference was there? We had some time.
Yes.
Even though that was a terrible pass.
Exactly, and we talked about that. That's something he's got to learn. He's, like you said, at 5'8", when he's getting rushed, he's still got to learn to be able to concentrate, set himself, and make his throws. And he'll learn it. He'll learn it. He's got the talent.
You know what this is? It's me biting my nails.
Well, I told you, we were in sweat time there for a while, and now we're feeling a little bit better.
A little better.
The defense, if we come up with this 2 points, I'll be feeling a little better.
And there we've got a shot of our crew, if you want to take a look. Wave, everybody.
Well, we got a big gang up there, too, as the Noble coaches are up there, our coaches are up there. Bev McLean, who is filming these games for Coach Wolf Graham.
Here we go for 2.
There. Bill Yanian, our main camera, that's up there.
Big squad.
Yeah, we got some boomers out there.
3 back, getting a little noise. Piper keeps it, looking back. Ganley's open, touchdown or 2 points.
I'll tell you what, that time Ryan Piper stepped threw the ball with confidence, and he is feeling good.
Welcome back. The Riots are back. Piper is excited if we can get a shot. Look at those guys. They are ready to go.
I'll tell you what, that's what the offense needed. They played poorly all game here, except for the very early in the first quarter.
I tell you, Piper is he's a junior this year, but he is unbelievable emotional leader, and you don't usually get that from a quarterback. Quarterback's usually the most reserved.
They try
keeps a level head.
Yep.
But Piper is definitely Mr. Hype.
And we watched early in the game, and the only thing with that is that it goes both ways. If he lets himself get down, he can bring his team down with him. And this time, a couple of big catches, put some confidence back in him, and he steps up and makes a big throw. And South Poland now with that 7-point lead, a huge lead right now, as basically, if Noble's able to drive down the field, they have to decide whether to win or tie the game.
Exactly.
And that's where you want them.
And Noble has to basically decide if they want to drive down the field here. They look like they're excited, but this is the kind of excitement that could easily run out with one big defensive play.
Well, and it looks like we've got a defense out there that wants to make that play.
Yep. If they go 3 and out right now, the Riots have this game.
Well, we're still not breathing completely easy, folks, as the potential 26th win, the tiebreaker of the record-breaking game, is not coming easy to this Riot team.
If we were playing Biddeford, I would put money that they would return this ball back. On the ground,
hits the player.
Jeez, wrap him up, and they finally get him, and the Riots know that they don't want. You see, Coach Wolfram has been burned on big plays, giving it over, putting it deep, and then running back for another big play. When they lose the lead, he knows.
He's got a defense playing strong out there.
Yep.
He didn't need to get the ball deep down the field. He just needed to make sure that we contained it, and he did just that with that kick. And Rick Oliver, again, one bad attempt at a tackle tonight, but you saw that kamikaze attitude that kid has as he just dove in there and would have destroyed that kid had he hit him square.
Brown is back, and the crowd is getting into this.
Oh, this is big now.
Roulette gives it to Brown, who is hit
Fumble!
early.
Fumble!
If this is
South Poland's got it!
South Poland's got the ball.
South Poland's got the ball!
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, there's the official.
Bobby Ganley!
And Ryan's dodging several bullets. Finally,
I didn't
got the
see who
ball.
it was that hit Brown when he come over that line, but they laid one whale of a shot on him. And Bobby Ganley dove over that ball and fought off about 5 white shirts for it.
the Noble Knights are not happy with this at all. They are talking to the officials right now.
That ball was out, Brett. I had my binoculars on him. That ball was out while he was in the air. He was not on the ground when it came out.
The question might be whether if there was a little scuffle down inside the pack.
Well, there was no question about that. There was.
Hey, strongest man won.
And what else can you do on a play like that? I know they try to give the fair thing, but that's exactly right.
1st and 10, 5 minutes left to go in the ball game.
We will run this clock out.
Piper gives it to Tobias. Tobias to the left side.
He wants to go.
There's a stiff arm.
Touchdown!
Oh, he's out
Not
at the 29-yard line. Good run.
Sorry, Matt, I was a little premature on that, but it looked like you had it.
And Brown bringing him down after that. Brown definitely gets there quick. That's a good play, but Riots seem to be rolling.
Well, Brown, Hartford, the two Ames brothers, both have been the stalwarts on that team, along with John Hall. They're the ones making most of the plays out there, and if you can beat them guys, that's where you start gaining some ground. But you're seeing a pretty fired-up offensive team right now. They really want to prove themselves.
And we got Best split out to the right. I formation. Give it to Tobias to the left side again. He makes a move. Still up. Touchdown! Beautiful run by Tobias. Tobias shows what he can do.
Hey, Benefit, he ain't that.
Oh, my Lord.
Now
Tobias
pulling.
congratulated down there. That was an unbelievable move. Nice hand down. Runs in for 6.
And this one didn't get called back on you, Matt. So you've earned it, you got it, and now you keep it. 21-8, folks, as South Poland has just come right out of the doldrums here and taken over this game.
It's amazing what momentum can do.
Oh, absolutely. Emotion. Look what emotion can do to you. I mean, one minute it's killing you, the next minute it's driving you down the field.
And I tell you right there, whatever luck you want to have it, you say that Davis caught that ball by luck and got the touchdown. Tobias just made the run of the night right there.
Yes, absolutely.
Low snap. Kierstead still gets it up.
Boom. Now Ryan Piper really wants to celebrate because he says, hey, we're back, we're bad.
Jeez, Riots about, what was it, a minute and a half ago?
Oh.
We were down by a point. Jeez.
Actually, it wasn't even that. It was 5:32 when we said it's sweat time now because we were down by 1.
I can't believe this.
We're less than a minute. Riots have scored 2 touchdowns.
And you know what's going to be big right here is to show if they can win with some grace right now. They're winning very well, but there's going to be some hot tempers out there for the next couple minutes.
Oh, Noble definitely is going to be wound right up. We've got some guys fired up. That's right. We want to see them. Let's win this clean here now. All right, let's be cool and calm out there.
All right, who you got? Who you playing on? Who you playing the lottery? I'm picking Yankowski tonight. No, I'm going to pick Skillings. Skillings, number 27, my man. He's going to make the tackle.
Well, I'll tell you, so far we've been kicking it over to this side, but Brown's been picking it up every time. Let's see what happens. I'm looking back probably about 2 minutes ago, and a Jeremiah Libby who takes on a man twice his size or a player twice his size and makes a saving tackle.
Yep.
And from that point on, South Poland has gone on to take a big lead in this game.
Another squib kick over to the left side. Oh, through to Brown. Oh, and he gets up to about the 40-yard line, tripped up by number 20. No, that wasn't my man. I think Tobias got that. No, Tobias isn't out there.
Actually, that was Jeffrey O'Brien that originally stripped him up. I didn't see who it was that sealed the tackle, but I did see something I liked over there. Jeremy Chandler for Noble reached down and helped Jeffrey O'Brien up off the ground. And that shows that there's some class over there in Noble.
And Noble, I mean, geez, you got it. How can I mean, we made some mistakes, but their defense has played exceptional today.
Well, they're definitely a contender. There's no doubt about it. With the defense like that, their offense probably needs to work a little bit, but
So Noble trying to get something going here, see if they can get there, down by 14. Pass, going deep, trying to get something. Oliver's there.
oh, what a catch.
Caught, no, incomplete. Out of
Did
the
drop it.
hands of Ames, I believe. Yes, geez, Ames almost pulled that down with 3 defenders around him.
Well, I'll tell you what, containment is the name of the game, and you make sure you at least stop them and you don't let them catch the ball. But that time we had enough defenders there. Somebody should have knocked that down.
So Noble tries to get back on quick.
I guess that's what Noble, looking at it now, their weakness is that they do not have a strong passing game and have not been able to show anything. They have not had one pass that's really saved them on anything yet tonight. Their running backs have done a nice job, had some big runs, and their front line has done a nice job. But they need that other option, I think, right now to be a serious contender.
2nd down and 10.
There'll be no running here. Now there is.
Ooh, nice run by Hartfield.
What was that?
Jumps over. Oliver has to bring him down. Jeez.
Okay, now there's another one, and that's Davis.
Davis tripped up, slipped, and he jumped over him. That's a 10-yard, at least a 15-yard gain, actually.
But Oliver made up for that one poor tackle he tried, and he wrapped him up big that time. And again, taking on a very big guy.
Noble saying, we are not out. We're going to show you what we got here.
Well, I'll tell you, Noble's kept this game exciting right along. Matter of fact, they looked like they had the upper hand until about two and a half minutes ago.
And they're gaining a little momentum here. 1st and 10.
Defense gets serious.
Willett takes a 3-step, goes farther.
Nice blocking.
Looking deep, tries to go deep. Davis is there. Davis goes up, knocks it down. Nice job by Davis.
Well, Nate tried to make the
Ames.
catch on that, and in the end, Ames right there beside him, he had elected really to just make sure he knocked it away.
So another big pass to the big man, Ames, and Davis knocks it down this time.
I'll tell you what, exciting game. The fans have got their money's worth tonight. South Portland in a battle right up until, like I said, 5 minutes and 30-some-odd seconds when all of a sudden things started to turn their way and they made things happen.
And geez, I'm not counting anything out right now. They've been playing
too much time.
They've been playing very well.
Not the way this game has gone on this so far. We certainly aren't counting our chickens yet.
So Willett over center gives it, actually waggles out to the right. Witten gets blocked.
Boom!
But Ganley brings him down after a blocker is holding on to him as well.
I mean, that blocker is all over Bobby, and he fights him off and makes the tackle.
Ganley takes the blocker, does a spin move, puts him on his finger, throws him down, then gets the tackle.
By the way, Sanford, last week, again, we talked a little bit about Sanford's program starting to come together a little bit. But this Noble defense shouldn't be a surprise that they've played well here tonight. Only allowed 3 yards rushing to Sanford all last week. And our kudos go to them because they had our running attack shut down pretty well. And basically some great catches by our receivers and have brought us back into this and opened this game up.
Witten looks a little winded down there. Looks like he got popped pretty good. And better watch that side. They pitch it out to Brown. Brown tries to cut up. He does, but gets pulled down.
Nothing.
That was
See, they just don't have the weapons on
McLaughlin.
Noble. I mean, they tried a couple of big passes, and but they only got one receiver that they sent out. If you're in desperation, you need to get 2 or 3 people out there, and I think they need the blocking. That's why they haven't been able to do that.
And here it is, 4th down and about 13. They have to go for it.
Got to go for it.
There's 2 minutes and 41 seconds left to go for the Riots. Obviously going to be something near a pass.
Well, I'll tell you what, this is a big cut check for the Riots. They're going to have to celebrate hard on this, but they also want to look hard at their performance, too.
So Willett, see what he can do. Pitches it outside. Of course, he's going to throw
option.
it. Not fooled at all. Brought down, interception, but he sure just dropped it.
What a shot that Oliver just took then, but I think he wanted the interception. He says, I just want the ball. Uh-oh.
Flag thrown at number 34. He was not happy. Davis put his arms up. I'm sure Davis wasn't completely innocent, but that looks like a frustration flag.
Well, Noble's pointing our way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was one of our players, and no need for that. We're the ones got the upper hand. Let's see what they call here.
Nate Davis maybe had his arms out like he wasn't doing anything, but he might have exchanged a few words.
Well, like I said, you saw the hit there. That was an awesome hit. And you're right, Oliver should have just knocked that down because we'd have had the ball up here on the 45-yard line.
Exactly.
And now with a penalty, look where we're sitting.
So with 2 minutes left, Riots don't have to do much. We're gonna first down and 20 or first down and 10? I believe it'll be first down and 10.
Yeah, first and 10. They're going to bring the sticks down.
So that's about it. Riots look like they're gonna take this. And you know something? Jeez.
Yeah, it wasn't pretty, Brett, but it needed to be done. They had to come up against somebody and show a little bit of what they've got.
Tobias bumps outside. He's going to get about 3 yards, keep it in bounds.
Nice tackle by Ames again, and again, Ames doing a nice job all night tonight.
Noble has 1 timeout. They're not going to use it.
Probably not now. They'd like to see the Riots, I think, run another play, but I think if they don't stop it, we're going to run this clock out in the next 2 plays. So
Under 2 minutes. We got 3 plays to work with.
22-8 is the score. We've got 1 minute and 45 seconds coming up. And South Paul looks like they are going to have their 26th win of the season.
And 26 wins, consecutive wins, none of the season. Tobias
Yeah, that's right, consecutive win.
doesn't get anything, gets about 2.
And he doesn't need to get anything right now because they'll punt the ball and be happy with it.
And that's going to have
Yep.
a timeout for Noble. Noble will take their last timeout.
Well, I'll run down some quick games here for you. Chevrolet 0-1 at Lewiston 0-1, not a big hitter. Portland 1-0 at TA, who is 0-1, and TA is favored in that game, 21-19, close game. Edward Little at Westbrook, both teams undefeated so far this year, surprise, surprise. Biddeford 1-0 at Marshwood tonight, 1-0, and the prediction is 21-20, Biddeford.
That's going to be a game.
Wow. Bonnie Eagle 0-1 at Massabesic, 0-1. Bonnie Eagle favored there, 21-0. And the big one, Deering at Sanford, both 0-1. And Sanford favored 24-0 in that game.
I don't want to brag or anything, but there's
Yeah,
been
go
a
ahead.
rumor floating around that my first commentating experience was a Lonely Gardner game back 2 years ago,
All by your onesie.
and it was a win. And since then, the Riots have gone on to win 25 more games, or 24 and 25 on the way.
And you're
And-
leading to?
I will say, at the one time that we had trouble, I wasn't commentating, but I was in the booth for part of the game, and we were able to score when I was there.
Tobias with the ball.
Riots with the ball. Tobias gets about 2 yards. They're gonna have to punt this away. So you know what feels best about this 26-0. See, they're gonna punt, and it's pretty much over. The best thing is we're taking down Biddeford. It's
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, see, I don't think people understand as much as the kids do. This Biddeford is a very, very big rivalry, and anything we can possibly do, if we have the most blocks or most PATs and beat Biddeford, that's good. And this is definitely cream.
Well, I'll tell you what, Biddeford for a good number of years there set the standard in Western Class A football, doing similar to what South Poland is doing right now. And it's nice to see South Poland program right up with their level and now passing it.
Jeez, low snap, and they come.
He gets off a pretty good kick, though.
Brown goes outside.
He wants to get out of bounds, I think.
Oh, does a twist. Pulled down by Best.
At best, in here getting his hamstring stretched in between plays and stuff like that, and still goes out there and is just having an incredible game.
I think we're going to see some snap time with Davis. Davis is the snapper, and that was a low snap.
Yeah. Now, they'll have to work on that, but I don't think Davis was doing it earlier, and we had that first bad snap, and he's come in and done it since, I think. And,
So Noble will have a Hail Mary time here. We got 40 seconds left, actually. You know what's amazing is, the funny thing is that when I was the center and I snapped one over the head of the puncher once, and my father kept me in, and I did the same thing the next time. Think he'd learn. Oh, my God, big hit. Woo!
That was LeConte.
LeConte, beautiful hit in there, so quick, and just putting the cherry right on top of that. And Noble is going to take it down slow. Brown goes out.
Mike LeConte has been shuffling in and out with the Beardsley tonight. Gets to make a big play of his own here now.
You got to commend the Riots. You just got to commend them here. They're going to come clicking down to 10. This is going to be the last play.
Well, I'll tell you what, this game belongs to the defense tonight.
And it's going to be a pass going deep. Libby's there. Interception. Or is it? No, ball went out of bounds. And that's it. Riots have the 26th consecutive win, overtaking Biddeford as the most consecutive wins in a row. Winning a nail biter. It's just, I mean, the score is not even close to what it was. Jeez, it was a 24-8, 22-8. Excuse me.
South Poland was behind right up until 5 minutes and 30 some odd seconds left to go in the game, and then all of a sudden they got the ball, made a nice drive, couple big plays as Nate Davis makes an incredible catch, breaks a tackle, and scores a touchdown, and South Poland just said goodbye after that.
And you know, we really have to stop and dwell on this for a minute at least, the importance of this consecutive win streak. I mean, people have been talking, let's not talk about it, let's hope it doesn't happen, but this is 26 in a row. This is a pinnacle for the South Portland program. This is huge.
I'll tell you what, again, Biddeford setting a standard a number of years ago, South Portland now surpassing that. That is just great for the South Portland football fans as we've watched this program mature over the years. John Wolfram doing a nice job, and now just getting his just desserts. What they've done here is just incredible. 3 separate teams, a lot of seniors going in and out each year, and still maintaining a standard of excellence year to year.
And Noble giving us as much as we got going in the first game at Gardner those long 3 years ago.
Yep.
Giving us just about as much as a game as we got back then. Noble has got to be commended for everything they've done tonight. It was a beautiful game. Their defense played well other than 2 plays. Their offense scored once.
Well, you know what? We got a smile on our face now, Brett, but again, 5 minutes ago, we weren't smiling quite so much.
Oh, no.
And it's nice to see the team. I think the important thing, Deering and Westbrook, again, Coach Wolfram would never look by anybody, but I'm sitting here saying that we're probably going to have potentially a couple of very easy wins, and we needed a tough win before we come up against the Marshwoods and the Edward Littles and the Chevers teams, because there's going to be some more tests ahead.
So congratulations to the Riots, 26. We'll go for 27 next time.